每天练习英语听、说、练，与我们一起提升你的语言技能。完成后，在我们的应用程式里多加练习。免费，连结在下方。开始练习吧。
Mia loves the mountain view. Mia loves the mountain view.
Mia 喜爱山景。
Mia loves the mountain view. Mia loves the mountain view. Leo sees green hills ahead. Leo sees green hills ahead.
Leo 看到前方的绿色山丘。
Leo sees green hills ahead. Leo sees green hills ahead. Ava enjoys the quiet valley. Ava enjoys the quiet valley.
Ava 享受宁静的山谷。
Ava enjoys the quiet valley. Ava enjoys the quiet valley. Noah points to the wide prairie. Noah points to the wide prairie.
Noah 指住宽阔的草原。
Noah points to the wide prairie. Noah points to the wide prairie. Liam admires the rolling hills. Liam admires the rolling hills.
Liam 欣赏起伏的山丘。
Liam admires the rolling hills. Liam admires the rolling hills. Emma likes the peaceful meadow. Emma likes the peaceful meadow.
Emma 喜欢那片宁静的草地。
Emma likes the peaceful meadow. Emma likes the peaceful meadow. Olivia watches the distant mountains. Olivia watches the distant mountains.
Olivia 看住远方的群山。
Olivia watches the distant mountains. Olivia watches the distant mountains. Ethan looks at the long river. Ethan looks at the long river.
Ethan 看住那条涨涨的河流。
Ethan looks at the long river. Ethan looks at the long river. Zoe smiles at the open fields. Zoe smiles at the open fields.
Zoe 对住开阔的田野微笑。
Zoe smiles at the open fields. Zoe smiles at the open fields. Lucas notices the rocky cliffs. Lucas notices the rocky cliffs.
Lucas 注意到岩石峭壁。
Lucas notices the rocky cliffs. Lucas notices the rocky cliffs. Maya hears a stream in the woods. Maya hears a stream in the woods.
Maya 听到树林里的溪流声。
Maya hears a stream in the woods. Maya hears a stream in the woods. Jack sees a canyon in the sun. Jack sees a canyon in the sun.
Jack 看到阳光下的峡谷。
Jack sees a canyon in the sun. Jack sees a canyon in the sun. Nora walks along the lake shore. Nora walks along the lake shore.
Nora 沿着湖岸走。
Nora walks along the lake shore. Nora walks along the lake shore. Sophia feels the cool sea breeze. Sophia feels the cool sea breeze.
Sophia 感受到清凉的海风。
Sophia feels the cool sea breeze. Sophia feels the cool sea breeze. Caleb stands on a grassy hill. Caleb stands on a grassy hill.
Caleb 站在长满青草的山丘上。
Caleb stands on a grassy hill. Caleb stands on a grassy hill. Aria sketches the tall trees. Arya sketches the tall trees.
Arya 速写高大的树木。
Arya sketches the tall trees. Arya sketches the tall trees. Ben photographs the bright sunset. Ben photographs the bright sunset.
Ben 拍摄灿烂的夕阳。
Ben photographs the bright sunset. Ben photographs the bright sunset. Ivy watches clouds over the valley. Ivy watches clouds over the valley.
Ivy 看住山谷上空的云。
Ivy watches clouds over the valley. Ivy watches clouds over the valley. Ryan points at the blue lake. Ryan points at the blue lake.
Ryan 指住那座蓝色的湖。
Ryan points at the blue lake. Ryan points at the blue lake. Jade follows a trail by the river. Jade follows a trail by the river.
Jade 沿着河边的小径前进。
Jade follows a trail by the river. Jade follows a trail by the river. Dylan sits by the calm pond. Dylan sits by the calm pond.
Dylan 坐在宁静的池塘旁。
Dylan sits by the calm pond. Dylan sits by the calm pond. Chloe loves the sandy beach. Chloe loves the sandy beach.
Chloe 喜爱那片沙滩。
Chloe loves the sandy beach. Chloe loves the sandy beach. Oscar sees waves crash on rocks. Oscar sees waves crash on rocks.
Oscar 看到海浪拍打岩石。
Oscar sees waves crash on rocks. Oscar sees waves crash on rocks. Lily walks beside the golden dunes. Lily walks beside the golden dunes.
Lily 在金色的沙丘旁行走。
Lily walks beside the golden dunes. Lily walks beside the golden dunes. Grace admires the desert sky. Grace admires the desert sky.
Grace 欣赏沙漠的天空。
Grace admires the desert sky. Grace admires the desert sky. Henry looks at the red cliffs. Henry looks at the red cliffs.
Henry 看住红色的峭壁。
Henry looks at the red cliffs. Henry looks at the red cliffs. Nina sees snow on the peaks. Nina sees snow on the peaks.
Nina 看到山峰上的白雪。
Nina sees snow on the peaks. Nina sees snow on the peaks. Felix enjoys the fresh mountain air. Felix enjoys the fresh mountain air.
Felix 享受清新的山间空气。
Felix enjoys the fresh mountain air. Felix enjoys the fresh mountain air. Ruby studies the winding river. Ruby studies the winding river.
Ruby 仔细研究蜿蜒的河流。
Ruby studies the winding river. Ruby studies the winding river. Aaron stands at the canyon edge. Aaron stands at the canyon edge.
Aaron 站在峡谷边缘。
Aaron stands at the canyon edge. Aaron stands at the canyon edge. Elena listens to the forest birds. Elena listens to the forest birds.
Elena 聆听森林里的鸟鸣。
Elena listens to the forest birds. Elena listens to the forest birds. Hugo notices moss on the stones. Hugo notices moss on the stones.
Hugo 注意到石头上的青苔。
Hugo notices moss on the stones. Hugo notices moss on the stones. Sarah touches a rough tree trunk. Sarah touches a rough tree trunk.
Sarah 触摸粗糙的树干。
Sarah touches a rough tree trunk. Sarah touches a rough tree trunk. Owen sees a waterfall ahead. Owen sees a waterfall ahead.
Owen 看到前方有一道瀑布。
Owen sees a waterfall ahead. Owen sees a waterfall ahead. Lola watches mist rise from falls. Lola watches mist rise from falls.
Lola 看住瀑布升起的水雾。
Lola watches mist rise from falls. Lola watches mist rise from falls. Amir feels the cool river spray. Amir feels the cool river spray.
Amir 感受到清凉的河水飞沫。
Amir feels the cool river spray. Amir feels the cool river spray. Paige steps onto a wooden bridge. Paige steps onto a wooden bridge.
Paige 踏上木桥。
Paige steps onto a wooden bridge. Paige steps onto a wooden bridge. Marco walks through a pine forest. Marco walks through a pine forest.
Marco 穿过松林。
Marco walks through a pine forest. Marco walks through a pine forest. Tess rests on a flat rock. Tess rests on a flat rock.
Tess 在一块平坦的岩石上休息。
Tess rests on a flat rock. Tess rests on a flat rock. Jonah climbs a small hill. Jonah climbs a small hill.
Jonah 爬上一座小山丘。
Jonah climbs a small hill. Jonah climbs a small hill. Iris enjoys the view from above. Iris enjoys the view from above.
Iris 享受从高处看到的景色。
Iris enjoys the view from above. Iris enjoys the view from above. Aiden sees farms in the valley. Aiden sees farms in the valley.
Aiden 看到山谷里的农场。
Aiden sees farms in the valley. Aiden sees farms in the valley. Mira loves the green vineyards. Mira loves the green vineyards.
Mira 喜爱那绿意盎然的葡萄园。
Mira loves the green vineyards. Mira loves the green vineyards. Hazel points to a wide plain. Hazel points to a wide plain.
Hazel 指住一片辽阔的平原。
Hazel points to a wide plain. Hazel points to a wide plain. Julian studies a map of trails. Julian studies a map of trails.
Julian 研究步道地图。
Julian studies a map of trails. Julian studies a map of trails. Camilla crosses a shallow stream. Camilla crosses a shallow stream.
Camilla 跨过一条间溪。
Camilla crosses a shallow stream. Camilla crosses a shallow stream. Theo looks at a distant ridge. Theo looks at a distant ridge.
Theo 看住远方的山棱线。
Theo looks at a distant ridge. Theo looks at a distant ridge. Quinn spots a narrow canyon. Quinn spots a narrow canyon.
Quinn 发现一条狭窄的峡谷。
Quinn spots a narrow canyon. Quinn spots a narrow canyon. Piper likes the quiet marsh. Piper likes the quiet marsh.
Piper 喜欢那片宁静的沼泽。
Piper likes the quiet marsh. Piper likes the quiet marsh. Miles walks past tall grass. Miles walks past tall grass.
Miles 走过高高的草丛。
Miles walks past tall grass. Miles walks past tall grass. Lana watches the horizon turn pink. Lana watches the horizon turn pink.
Lana 看住地平线染成粉红色。
Lana watches the horizon turn pink. Lana watches the horizon turn pink. Kai sees the sun touch the hills. Kai sees the sun touch the hills.
Kai 看到太阳触碰山丘。
Kai sees the sun touch the hills. Kai sees the sun touch the hills. Evie admires a golden sunset. Evie admires a golden sunset.
Evie 欣赏金色的夕阳。
Evie admires a golden sunset. Evie admires a golden sunset. Mateo loves the blue morning sky. Mateo loves the blue morning sky.
Mateo 喜爱清晨的蓝天。
Mateo loves the blue morning sky. Mateo loves the blue morning sky. Rosa sees fog over the fields. Rosa sees fog over the fields.
Rosa 看到田野上方的雾气。
Rosa sees fog over the fields. Rosa sees fog over the fields. Cole notes a low rolling plain. Cole notes a low rolling plain.
Cole 注意到起伏低缓的平原。
Cole notes a low rolling plain. Cole notes a low rolling plain. Alma points at a rocky shore. Alma points at a rocky shore.
Alma 指住岩石海岸。
Alma points at a rocky shore. Alma points at a rocky shore. Gabe hears waves in the distance. Gabe hears waves in the distance.
Gabe 听到远处的海浪声。
Gabe hears waves in the distance. Gabe hears waves in the distance. Dana notices driftwood on the beach. Dana notices driftwood on the beach.
Dana 注意到沙滩上的浮木。
Dana notices driftwood on the beach. Dana notices driftwood on the beach. Raina enjoys the salty ocean air. Raina enjoys the salty ocean air.
Raina 享受咸咸的海风。
Raina enjoys the salty ocean air. Raina enjoys the salty ocean air. Omar sees a lighthouse on cliffs. Omar sees a lighthouse on cliffs.
Omar 看到峭壁上的灯塔。
Omar sees a lighthouse on cliffs. Omar sees a lighthouse on cliffs. Zara walks along the coastal path. Zara walks along the coastal path.
Zara 沿着海岸步道行走。
Zara walks along the coastal path. Zara walks along the coastal path. Ty studies shells on the shore. Tai studies shells on the shore.
泰研究岸边的贝壳。
Tai studies shells on the shore. Tai studies shells on the shore. Lila runs on the wet sand. Lila runs on the wet sand.
Lila 在湿润的沙滩上奔跑。
Lila runs on the wet sand. Lila runs on the wet sand. Luis watches gulls over the bay. Luis watches gulls over the bay.
Louis 看住海鸥在海湾上空飞翔。
Luis watches gulls over the bay. Luis watches gulls over the bay. Nia sees boats on the water. Nia sees boats on the water.
Nia 看到水面上的船只。
Nia sees boats on the water. Nia sees boats on the water. Reed likes the quiet bay. Reed likes the quiet bay.
Reed 喜欢这个宁静的海湾。
Reed likes the quiet bay. Reed likes the quiet bay. Cora admires the shallow pools. Cora admires the shallow pools.
Cora 欣赏尖尖的潮池。
Cora admires the shallow pools. Cora admires the shallow pools. Jace steps onto black sand. Jace steps onto black sand.
Jace 踏上黑色的沙滩。
Jace steps onto black sand. Jace steps onto black sand. Kira points to rocks in the water. Kira points to rocks in the water.
Kira 指向水中的岩石。
Kira points to rocks in the water. Kira points to rocks in the water. Raoul sees a wide open plain. Raoul sees a wide open plain.
Raoul 看到一片开阔的平原。
Raoul sees a wide open plain. Raoul sees a wide open plain. Esme loves the soft grassy meadow. Esme loves the soft grassy meadow.
Esme 喜爱柔软的草地。
Esme loves the soft grassy meadow. Esme loves the soft grassy meadow. Soren walks through a quiet valley. Soren walks through a quiet valley.
Soren 走过宁静的山谷。
Soren walks through a quiet valley. Soren walks through a quiet valley. Belle sits near a clear lake. Belle sits near a clear lake.
Belle 坐在清澈的湖边。
Belle sits near a clear lake. Belle sits near a clear lake. Tyra notices snow on the ridge. Tyra notices snow on the ridge.
Tyra 注意到山棱上有积雪。
Tyra notices snow on the ridge. Tyra notices snow on the ridge. Zion looks at a lonely tree. Zion looks at a lonely tree.
Zion 看住一棵孤零零的树。
Zion looks at a lonely tree. Zion looks at a lonely tree. Kian admires bright wildflowers. Kian admires bright wildflowers.
Kian 欣赏鲜艳的野花。
Kian admires bright wildflowers. Kian admires bright wildflowers. Gia picks flowers by the path. Gia picks flowers by the path.
Gia 在小径旁采花。
Gia picks flowers by the path. Gia picks flowers by the path. Remy sees a fence along fields. Remy sees a fence along fields.
Remy 看到沿着田地的围篱。
Remy sees a fence along fields. Remy sees a fence along fields. Sky watches a tractor in the distance. Sky watches a tractor in the distance.
Sky 看住远处的拖拉机。
Sky watches a tractor in the distance. Sky watches a tractor in the distance. Avery enjoys the calm countryside. Avery enjoys the calm countryside.
Avery 享受宁静的乡间。
Avery enjoys the calm countryside. Avery enjoys the calm countryside. Dante studies shapes of the hills. Dante studies shapes of the hills.
Dante 研究山丘的轮廓。
Dante studies shapes of the hills. Dante studies shapes of the hills. Freya looks at patterns in fields. Freya looks at patterns in fields.
Freya 看住田野中的纹理。
Freya looks at patterns in fields. Freya looks at patterns in fields. Neil sees cows in the meadow. Neil sees cows in the meadow.
Neil 看到草地上的牛群。
Neil sees cows in the meadow. Neil sees cows in the meadow. Poppy watches horses on the plain. Poppy watches horses on the plain.
Poppy 看住平原上的马儿。
Poppy watches horses on the plain. Poppy watches horses on the plain. Vince stands near a country road. Vince stands near a country road.
Vince 站在乡间小路旁。
Vince stands near a country road. Vince stands near a country road. Yara points to a distant farmhouse. Yara points to a distant farmhouse.
Yara 指向远处的农舍。
Yara points to a distant farmhouse. Yara points to a distant farmhouse. Bruno sees hay bales in fields. Bruno sees hay bales in fields.
Bruno 看到田里的干草捆。
Bruno sees hay bales in fields. Bruno sees hay bales in fields. Kira walks along a dirt path. Kira walks along a dirt path.
Kira 沿着土路行走。
Kira walks along a dirt path. Kira walks along a dirt path. Nico follows footprints on the trail. Nico follows footprints on the trail.
Nico 沿着步道上的脚印前进。
Nico follows footprints on the trail. Nico follows footprints on the trail. Petra watches rain over the valley. Petra watches rain over the valley.
Petra 看住雨落在山谷上。
Petra watches rain over the valley. Petra watches rain over the valley. Raffi sees sunlight on the river. Raffi sees sunlight on the river.
Raffi 看到阳光洒在河面上。
Raffi sees sunlight on the river. Raffi sees sunlight on the river. Tia enjoys shade under tall trees. Tia enjoys shade under tall trees.
Tia 享受高大树木下的阴凉。
Tia enjoys shade under tall trees. Tia enjoys shade under tall trees. Juno feels wind on the ridge. Juno feels wind on the ridge.
Juno 感受到山棱上的风。
Juno feels wind on the ridge. Juno feels wind on the ridge. Cyrus sees shadows on the canyon wall. Cyrus sees shadows on the canyon wall.
Cyrus 看到峡谷壁上的阴影。
Cyrus sees shadows on the canyon wall. Cyrus sees shadows on the canyon wall.
感谢观看，订阅我们的频道并开启通知，及时获取新视频，持续你的英语学习之旅。